What's up, everyone? Welcome back. And if you're tuning in for the first time, huge thanks for being here. But let's jump right in. Alright, so unfortunately for me, we are doing Queen Bee today. This is easily one of my worst pre-hard mode bosses. I'm hoping it won't be too bad today, but I mean, you never know. I'm just a little hopeful today, I guess. But I did find a beehive just over here a little bit. We will have to clear out an area because I forgot to do that. Oh, sick! We actually need to do this boss too, or mini boss. That's cool. Well timed too. But yeah, we're doing Queen Bee. Once we beat Queen Bee, though, that will unlock us a lot more things. Hopefully that we won't need. But it will at least be an option for future bosses if we start to struggle a lot. Trying to kill this as fast as I can. This is it, 100%. There we go. Alright, we got the corpse boom done. Yeah, so we gotta summon this. Okay, so that's just a turret. We also got this. This is actually gonna be nice. Nice to have. We'll get our 2 summons out. Now yeah, it's right here. So we're gonna clear out this bottom area probably. We will have to drain a lot of the honey. Probably all of it. I'm hoping we don't need a crazy large arena, but you never know. I don't know how large of an area we're gonna need, but this is a great start. Let's clear some more of this out. Mine over. Probably over here, actually. Because while we may not need a whole lot of space, a decent amount of space, just in case, is always nice to have. I'm hoping this won't be too bad of a boss fight, but honestly, I do not have high hopes for it. I'm gonna be honest. But we got one summon. I don't remember if natural summons will give you a summon if you fail, and if it does, we might just retry the boss at the surface, which I think we can do. I know there's a mod that doesn't, but I don't know what mod that is, or if I even have that mod. But yeah, we're almost done here. Just a bit more to go. Alright, with my luck, the platform's not even gonna work. Because for some reason, bosses just don't like platforms. At least the last couple of bosses. So I'm gonna be mentally prepared, hopefully, for that situation. But we are good to start this boss. Check that up there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, platforms do work. That is nice. What the frick? Well, it's a redesign. Is that it, though? Surely not. Surely there is more to it. Also, I see that there is a summon on the ground. I'm gonna pick that up because we are definitely not beating this first try. I am very confident with that. Okay, so this is homing. That's actually nice. We also gotta beat the giant clam. That's another thing we gotta do. Holy crap, it's actually not that bad. Homing, and it also breaks off into multiple projectiles. Hold up now. This is a pretty good weapon, actually. It takes the average damage from all of our stats. So it's doing like, it looks like it's doing 1 damage. Oh, I'm thinking some 17 hits. But it's definitely not the best for something like this. Okay, it's now metal. That's cool, I guess. You know, honestly, this is not even that bad of a weapon, even though it does such a little damage. which again is just because of our stat. No, this is very doable. We are almost dead, but this feels a bit more doable. Now, if we're at the surface, we could use this too, because this is also homing. At least the little projectiles it drops. What the heck? I wonder if we can fight this at the surface. If not, we're going to use a city buster, which just clears out a large area. But you know what? That was not that bad. Had we had a larger space, and dude, that redesign is crazy. A larger space with more platforms, I think we could actually beat that. 100%, I think that. Where are we going to put this? We're going to have to put that in the jungle somewhere, probably. What is that? We don't need that. We are going to save this, and everything else we can deposit. Yeah. Then we're going to get it. Wait. Huh. That's not problematic at all. Well, I guess we're still doing that. Yeah, that's a cool game. I'll just fight it enraged and all of that. Oh. Okay, never mind. I guess we went too far too fast. Well, maybe that was for the better. Alright, took a minute because I had the demo wouldn't spawn for whatever reason. So I went and mined a bunch of coal to make the city buster and a couple of instant mini bridges. But we have it. So we're gonna go a bit deeper. Just because it is a really large area. You're gonna use the mini bridges, and we should be good just to do the actual boss. It is an actual bomb. So we do gotta throw it and let it do its thing. It is. There we go. Yeah, it kind of freezes everything for a second there, but it's all good because now we have this large area. I did also peep the actual spawn itself. It does say it has to be in any underground biome, so we are kind of forced to do it at least underground. I'd rather do it in the jungle than anywhere else, just because why not, I guess. This should be plenty of space because we got 3 mini bridges that we can use. I'm not actually sure how high I should do these. Probably like that. One there. And then one there. So we still got a good bit of space left up here that we can use for just running around, I guess. Running around the boss. Let's get some torches down. We are gonna have campfires, probably like 2 of them. That's how big this space is. But probably not heart lanterns. I'm hoping we won't need them. There's probably a good chance that we will, because it is the Queen Bee, and it is, again, probably one of my worst pre-hard mode bosses. But we're almost done here with the torches. Then we can get on with the suffrage. There's also a granite biome right here, which is actually perfect for a future boss that we need it for. The what's it called? We can probably peek it right now. The Berry Champion. That boss. I'm pretty sure it's the Berry Champion. Yeah. That boss, I'm actually looking forward to. I kind of forgot it was a boss. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that boss. That's for sure. Let's summon Queen Bee and get this. I did not get any campfires down. We should be fine. Probably, hopefully. Okay, I'm noticing the Queen Bee's not taking that much damage from that. Maybe this. Hopefully this will do a bit better. Worst case, we could always go back to the average damage weapon. This is already a lot better in terms of actually being able to dodge. the attacks. But I think campfire and heart lantern, we should be good to go. Alright, we're back into the second phase, where the queen bee turns into metal. Why is this a phase? I still do not know, but it is. This is probably just gonna be a really long fight. I mean, at least right now, we're not really getting hit much. Just kind of once in a while. There are still some attacks I know she's gonna do that we like saw once. Kind of waiting on that. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna be soon. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be soon. But I mean, it's going relatively smoothly. Just really long, which isn't even really a bad thing, because as long as I'm not dying or struggling, you know, it's like doable, I guess. Yeah, this is just gonna be a long heckin' fight. I don't do enough damage, and at least right now, she ain't doing a whole lot that's gonna kill me. She's just doing a lot of very basic attacks. Yeah, we're barely doing damage. I need to do a different weapon. Holy crap, I'll look at the health down there. It is bad. Maybe this will be better overall. Okay, this attack. This attack I was waiting for. There we go. And now she's throwing beehives too. So we're gonna have to kill the bees, man. Okay, well, that was not a very good spot for that. Holy crap, there's a lot of bees. What the frick? We're going back to this for a moment. Just rain absolute heck on everything, bro. Holy crap. So I think right now the main problem we're going to be experiencing is going to be the sheer amount of bees. I think is going to be the problem we're going to be feeling a lot. Because again, these attacks still pretty basic. I don't know if they're going to start ramping up at all. But right now they're still pretty basic. And this smaller queen bee is not making things easier. Okay, we're starting to get back into a rhythm. Okay, the smaller, what the... Ah, oh, heck no. Okay. Okay, I guess she's not gonna spam that. That's not that bad, though. This is doing a little bit more damage than the other weapon that we were using for the majority of this. Doing a little bit more than that. And it's just as easy to use. Like, I don't even gotta aim. So maybe we will stick with this a bit longer. Plus, it kills all the other bees pretty consistently. Okay, there's that attack. Okay, she summoned another mini queen bee. That's cool. 2 of them! Excuse me? No, there's 3 of them. This is not good. Dang it. You know what? We got her down to 30%. I'm happy with that. We just gotta get some upgrades. And she's probably gonna come here. Actually, I could teleport. Hold up now. I have a plan. Okay, the plan was to go back before she despawns. But maybe this is a little bit too far. I don't know. That sucks. Alright, now we have heart lanterns, campfires, a bat statue, because apparently I had one of those. And then the portable spawn point, which is going to be more or less for myself. I don't think it'll actually, I don't think we'll be able to respawn before Queen Bee despawns. If it does, that is, I would consider that cheese, and I am here for it, I'm not gonna lie. Especially for Queen Bee. There's some bosses I wouldn't do it for, but Queen Bee is not one of them. Holy crap. Okay, so we summoned a second one somehow. I'm not really sure how, but we did. This one's lost already, because now there's going to be twice as many stingers, twice as many bees, and twice as many dashes. So this is gonna suck, because we don't get twice as many potions, or twice as much rage and adrenaline charge. There's a random hole here too. That's cool. I did not notice that before. Huh. I'm really confused on how that wasn't a problem before, actually. Somehow I didn't die there, which is crazy. But, yeah, I guess we'll head to the next fight. Okay, well, good news is, I died. But, the first one actually didn't despawn for some reason. So that's actually really nice. And gives me a bit of hope for this one. Will it happen? It's possible. I mean, we have fresh life, which doesn't really matter at this point, apart from the life, I guess. So we still have a potion off or on cooldown. So I mean, it doesn't change a whole lot other than we got just a second try. The 3 royal subjects. That is too much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to like this run a little bit more now that we basically just got a fresh restart without having to restart the fight. That's nice. But we're 28% left. Looking good. I'm starting to like my odds here, or my chances, as some viewers would call it. It would be nice if I could stop dashing into the freaking Stingers game. That would be nice. So that is a skill issue, I guess. Didn't even get a chance to cover up that hole, man. Kind of tragic. But it don't matter. Where I was at max HP for a second there. It felt nice. It's a shame it didn't last long. But a little bit less than 24%. We are slowly but surely cooking. I think we did kill all 3 of the royal subjects, though. That's huge. That is actually huge. It's gonna be really helpful. Imagine someone's like 4 royal subjects now, or even 5. That would be so stupid. What we gotta do is not need so many. And with some of that rage. Okay, we are starting to get low on HP. It's not helping. I'm still dashing into everything, or just going into it. Alright, got that potion. Got that potion. Hello, thank you. Nah, I'm starting to like this one. Hold on, I'm getting really confident now. I am getting really confident. This is probably one of, if not the longest boss fights I've ever actually done. Which, I'm not against it as long as I win. Because then it won't feel like a bunch of wasted time, you know? Because if I don't win here, I'm gonna have to look at some kind of weapon upgrade. And I'm not really sure if and what upgrades I could potentially do. I could probably go back to molten weapons, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be better. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I also did kind of want to do a little bit of rogue action too, so that's another part of it. Alright, not good. Alright, this is it. That is less than 1,000 HP. That is 900 exactly. More or less, because I mean, I was damaging it. Alright, that's not good. Less than 600 HP. We're getting close. We could probably use this weapon now, just for a bit more accurate damage. A bit more consistent damage even. Only problem is going to be the summoned bees. We're not really going to be able to do much about them. Less than 200 HP, guys. We're almost there. There we go. Finally, dude. That took a hot freaking minute. Holy. 100% worth it, though. At least for some future bosses, it will be. We could get an ocarina. That's cool. Doesn't that? Yeah. You can get one of these for double the amount of damage. Alright, we're gonna head back. Then we're gonna open these here. Okay, cool. Also this. I think, was it this? Yeah, so we need this to make the vanity accessory enabler. We're not gonna use it off rip. Whatever. Let's see. Next boss is Skeletron. Okay, we might need it for that boss. Skeletron is probably my second worst. Or tied for worst, actually, pre-hard mode bosses. But I won't use it for that, at least not for the first couple of fights or attempts. But if it gets to a point where we're making no noticeable progress with probably the best gear that we could get, or will have, then we'll probably have to use it. I am gonna try this. I am kind of curious. He's not set to anything. They're not. Okay, well, that's another thing I'm gonna have to do, which I guess we can do now. This is a Fargo Souls mod, the dash key. We can have that set to shift, I guess. Do I have that set to anything? Quick? No, that's control. Yeah, I guess we could probably have that set to shift. Alright. We also got a bunch of other things, as you can see, that's just spilling out. Got the forceful honeycomb. We're not going to use that. We could use the bee gun. But for now, we're going to hold off on all of that. And deposit everything else. And now we have the queen bee relic to place. This... I absolutely hate that boss. I'm going to be honest. Not one part of me likes the queen bee fight. It is such a pain in the butt. Well, I really do appreciate all of you for staying, or for those who did stay. But if you'd like to support the channel, liking, commenting, or subscribing, they all go a long way, and I really do appreciate all the support. But I will see you in the next one, where we attempt Skeletron. Bye!